Welcome to Holism Art by Shipra Gupta. Today we are going to make a beautiful scene of a desert. For that we require some material which is long scale, eraser, pencil, sharpener, A4 size sheet, oil pastel colors, watercolors, brushes and few toothpicks. So first we are going to make border using a long scale. Now at the bottom right corner I'm making some rocks using curved lines. Above these rocks I will make a long cactus. First I'm making the stem. Now I'm adding the side stems. Now I'm making a wavy line which is going from behind the drawing of a cactus, showing a sand dune. Over this line I'm making a small cactus which is appearing in the distance. I'm making this cactus in the same way. Now I am making another wavy line which is going from behind the drawings of both the cactus and joining the other side of the border. Over my second line I am making another cactus which is again appearing in a distance. I am making a sand dune using diagonal lines. Over the tip of that sand dune I am making the sun. Some part of the sun is hiding behind the sand dune. Over the bottom line of the border I am making some flowery cactus. I am adding few more wavy lines for making the layers in the desert. These lines are going behind from the objects which I have drawn. Now I am making the rays of the sun. I am using some straight lines, horizontal and vertical, and diagonal lines for making the rays. The drawing of the desert scene is complete here. Now I will move to the coloring part. For that I will use few shades from oil pastels. I'm using yellow green color and I'm filling this color in this flowery cactus. I'm applying this color evenly in the petals of this cactus. I'm using the same color, same yellow green color in the long cactus. Later on in the video I will be doing some shading using the other shades of green. Do the color properly within the lines of the drawing. I'm repeating this color, yellow green color, in the small cactus. Now I'm using violet color and I'm doing this color in the rocks. Do the color evenly, picking separate blocks of the rocks. Now I'm using my index finger to merge the color so that no white grain of the paper appears from between the coloring part. Now the next color which I will use in my artwork is buff color. I am doing this color in the sand dune which is at the back. I am also filling up these small tiny areas which are showing up from between the drawing of the cactus. Do your color evenly and properly within the shape. Don't let your color go out from the lines. After completing the buff color in this sand dune, I will pick the dark brown color, and the dark brown color I will do over the buff color. So I'm doing the color mixing here using buff at the first place, and over that I'm using dark brown color. When we mix two color, it gives strength to the picture. Don't forget to color in the tiny spaces which are showing up from between the cactus. Now I'm using dark violet color and I'm doing little shading in the rocks. So if you notice properly, I'm leaving some part of the rocks in arc line, and I'm doing the dark violet color over violet color. So again I'm mixing the colors here. You can see I have left some thin violet lines which are peeping from the underneath layer. So do this part very carefully, leaving those thin lines between the shapes of the rocks, otherwise it will look messy. So you have to be very attentive and careful while doing this part. Now I will pick another color which is geranium red, and I'm doing this color in alternate blocks, alternate rays of the sun. Now I will leave one ray and I will do the same geranium red in the next ray. Do this color again properly, putting a medium level of pressure on the color. Don't do it very light or too dark. Be very careful when you are coloring near to the border area. Maintain neatness. Here I have missed to make a line, so I am directly making a line, diagonal line, using the geranium red color. You can always improvise your drawing. Do your work slowly and properly. I have fast forwarded this video. That's why it is looking that I'm working in a very fast speed, but actually I'm doing it in a normal speed. Now I'm picking another color, which is again buff color, and I'm doing this color in one of the wave of the desert. So buff color looks like the color of sand. It is a warm shade of yellow and brown also. Now I'm using deep green color, and I'm doing this color over this flowery cactus. Again, I'm doing this color over yellow green color, leaving the thin lines of yellow green. It is exactly the same way we have colored the rocks. So the thin lines of the light color is showing up. Again, I'm doing this deep green color in the long cactus to the left side, leaving a broad area, a very broad area to the right side. I'm not covering up full with this deep green color. You can see I have left a broad line of light yellow green color to the right side. I'm doing the same color mixing, or you can say color shading, to other two cactuses also. Now I have taken lemon yellow color and I'm doing this color in the sun. This is buff color which I'm using in one of the layer of the desert. I'm putting a good pressure on this color so that it would appear bright. If you will put less pressure on the color will appear very light. I'm using dark brown color and I'm just outlining this wavy line which I have drawn behind the objects. Now I'm using toothpick and I'm scratching the upper layer of the color. So in the rocks we have done violet color at the first layer. Over that we have used dark violet color. So when I'm scratching in circular dots, the dark violet color is coming out and the light violet color, light shade of violet color which we have done at the first place is showing up. So it is giving a very beautiful effect. You can see how pretty it is looking. So you need some patience to do these tiny works. So don't be fast, give time to your work and do it properly. The dots are finished. Now I will use the same toothpick and I will make some veins in the cactus. So I have drawn a line, wavy line in the middle, and now I am drawing slanting or diagonal line to one side and dots to other side of the cactus leaves. The same pattern of scratching I am repeating in the other leaves. So now you can identify that why we have used two colors to the same part. So at the base we have done the light shade of green and over it we have done dark shade of green. When we are scratching it, the light color of the green is showing up. So the same pattern has been repeated in all the leaves. Now in the cactus, the long cactus, I'm making small V's showing the thorns. So you make it very carefully, don't make too big or too rough lines. You just have to make small V's only to the darker side. I'm repeating the same thing to the small cactus. Now I will complete this painting using watercolors. So I'm using this flesh pink color. It is a shade of peach. If you don't get the same color, you can use the peach color. And I'm doing this color in the first layer of the desert. So use the tip of the brush to color these tiny parts of the sand. These are watercolors in dry compressed cakes. They are dry, so you need to put few drops of water so that the color cakes could absorb the water and become soft. When they become soft, it becomes easier for you to pick the color and apply. If you allow the water to absorb in the color cake, it becomes creamy and you can enjoy the creamy texture of the colors. The second color I'm picking is Natural Sienna. It is a shade of brown, like of a milk chocolate. I'm doing this color in the second layer of the desert. Again, wherever you are, you have to apply the color in thin parts. Use the tip of the brush. The next color is deep yellow color. My cake is very much dry, so I'm rubbing my brush. I'm applying this deep yellow color in the alternate layers of the sun rays. This is a mixed media painting. Mixed media painting is a painting where you use more than one medium of color. So here in this painting we have used two mediums of colors, which is oil pastels and watercolors. Both are very different from each other. Oil pastels are oily and watercolors are water based. Now we are about to complete the artwork. I hope you have enjoyed and will try this artwork on your own. See you in the next video for learning more interesting artworks. Don't forget to subscribe my channel Holism Art by Shipra Gupta. Till then, take care. Bye bye.